Hi, I'm Thomas Blackmore. Welcome to the 2026 Film Showcase. If you're watching this, thank you for being here. Thank you for being here for the past 3 years. I am excited to announce that we have wrapped our next short film, and we're actually on the set where we shot it. I'd like to thank everyone, my family, my friends, the people who worked on this film. That if they're in the background, they can make some noise. Come on. We're gonna have them come on. We're gonna do a little bit of a round table. I love you all. You all are great, and I'm kind of breaking the fourth wall here, but you guys are great. And I'd like to give a shout out to my cousins who let us use this location every single year. Cheers to you guys. Come on. We're kind of in a rap party mode, so let's roll the trailer and have some fun.
You had a long day. This wasn't your regular long day. You did something, didn't you? Bravery, July 5th.
First, let me apologize for my partner. He can be a bit of a dick sometimes when he knows someone is lying. He just doesn't like it when he's being lied to.
Fuck you! Motherfucker, shut up! Shut up! Listen, get out! Fuck you!
Hey, everybody out there. My name is Jarrell Starling, and I play the role of Callum Reed. It was a really, really good time. It's a little bit demanding here and there, but really good. Dealing with cast professionals and also a great writer and director and Tom. So I just want to say thank you to everybody. And world, be ready.
Hey everybody, my name is Yashika Cuffy and I play Detective Tamika. So today we finished wrapping up for a movie that I'm not going to tell you the name of. And when I say it was an experience, as always, working with Thomas Blackmore when it comes to doing all the acting, great writer, great director, and to say the absolute least, because I ain't trying to give you all the information, it's something to be expected. And it's going to be great. Love you.
Peace and blessings, everyone. Peace and blessings, everyone. It's your boy Timothy Fredon the First, making my directorial debut as co-director of this lovely project. Can't wait for y'all to see it as well. I also play Officer Wallace as well too, and this as well. So check it out, check it out, check it out. Stay tuned. Shout out, shout out, shout out to my man Thomas. Shout out to the production company. Shout out to the Ink and Lens Society. Here we have a good one. Stay tuned.
What's going on, everyone? My name's Jose Pacheco. I'm playing Officer Stone. As an officer, we have to make sure we uphold the law. And in this video, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Any means necessary.
Hello, everyone. I'm Thomas Blackmore. We got the crew with us.
Hello.
What's going on?
So I think we should go. Jose, you want to start? We'll go around.
Yeah, what are we doing?
Introduce ourselves.
What's going on? My name's Jose. I am Jose Pacheco. I'm playing Officer Stone. I am a really mean cop in the film, so I do a lot of mean things, and yeah.
Timothy Fredon the First, making my directorial debut as co-director for this lovely and dope project as well too. I play Officer Wallace.
I am Yashika Cuffy and I play Officer Tamika. And We just gonna pop sodas when I'm talking. It's cool
I'm
though.
sorry. I was finding
Yeah,
my throat's dry.
Yeah. Can't wait for y'all to see the movie, and we're gonna discuss a little about it while y'all watch.
You going? I'm going.
I'll go last.
Okay. Peace, everybody. My name is Jarrell Starling, and I play Callum Reed. He's a bit of a kind of sketchy character, but he kind of has a duality to him. I think you might get a kick out of his role. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Jamal Herbert, aka Nismo Jones, and I play Keith Watterson. And I think my character is just a rich guy, you know, but he's cool. He's cool. He cares about you. But that's what I do.
Yes, that's good. I like that.
I'm Thomas Blackmore, and I'll start again. We're not going to start this whole thing again. I'm Thomas Blackmore, and I'm the founder of Thomas Blackmore Productions. This is, I believe, my 5th or 6th short film. I don't keep track of that all really that good, but this is a really fun opportunity. This was a really fun script to do, and we were able to do it all in one day. This is kind of the wrap party, and I'd like to everyone give each other a round of applause.
Good job, everybody.
Good job, everyone, especially Jose, especially Jay,
Jay
My
Jerome.
name is Keith Watterson.
and yeah, I'm horrible with names. I met most of this crew today.
Yeah.
And this is usually like how film production works. You meet a lot of people when you're working with them. And we were lucky to be able to get on a Zoom call and, well, Google Meet. You guys did your own Zoom call to read the script through. I was still setting everything up. But I'd like to start with Timothy and Shika because I know you guys, well, Tim and Shika, because I know you guys from our last film, Threshold, and I'd like to give a shout out. I know that you kind of took a little bit of backseat, but you also made your co-directional whatever debut. I'm really bad with words, but I'd like to give you a big shout out for this film,
Good job.
Yes, sir.
especially since you've also hooked us up with great actors from both films. You've brought new faces into each work that we've done, and I really appreciate you doing this because you don't really need to do this for anyone. And the fact that you take the time to invest in someone you have see potential in, it means the world to me. It would mean the world to anyone that you do that for. You're a great man.
Appreciate you. Thanks for the opportunity. Thanks for the opportunity. Definitely. Shout out to the Ink and Lens Society. Ink and Lens Society. So that is a collective of hyper creatives, actors, poets, artists, the whole nine, directors, videographers, of the goal of just supporting the arts and supporting those that support the art. And we all have a passion for this. We love this, and we're not here for the money. We know it's going to eventually come, but we're here for purely the art form of things. Right?
And
Shout out to
one of the questions
Ink and Lens
is,
Squad.
one of the questions I have for everyone is, are you all part of that? Because I am. I don't know if everyone else is. I know you created it, but to the rest of the people that I met today, are you guys part of Ink and Lens?
Yeah,
I am.
I'm not.
Yeah, and you told me some crazy stories where even some of your productions got shut down that you were on.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to get into
Yeah.
that. We don't need to.
Yeah, no, I've been into a couple of them. I had one situation when we were out in Boston, and it was again an indie film. There was no permits or anything done at the time. This is when I was really young, and someone decided to light firecrackers in the middle of Boston without letting anyone know, and so that obviously caused some attention and was a bit rough. So what else? I had a friend of mine. The same film. He was the role was he was supposed to run away. He was supposed to be chasing this woman. So this woman's like half naked, running down the street and yelling, "He's trying to kill me! He's trying to kill me!" And we're doing this in public, and there's no actors. And so as my friend is chasing this big guy sees my friend who doesn't realize he's acting, grabs him and slams him against the wall and is threatening his life. My friend's like, "Whoa, buddy, we're filming, I promise. Like, I'm not doing anything." So that got really interesting. So we had to tell him that we're filming. And then the other story that I told you about, we were on a roof, a friend of mine, and we're kind of trying to figure out what we're going to do. The roof's a bit sketchy, and one of the directors are filming. He thought it'd be a great idea to have something lit on fire. Now, some people forget that, stunts are meant to be done safely. There's things that you have to do ahead of time. So he took this metal trash can, again, no permits or anything, puts an entire thing of gasoline. So as we're up on the roof, we're like, no, stop it. And he decides to look into the trash can and light it. I thought he died, but he moves out just in time, and the fire goes and burns his eyebrows. And then he tried to put out the fire, but didn't have the right fire extinguisher. Firefighters came along and they shut it down. So yeah, I've been through some stuff.
And luckily today was only punching.
Yeah.
And kicking.
And kicking.
Mhm.
And being kicked.
Yep.
And a lot of water.
A lot of water. Yeah.
Stay hydrated.
I kept telling you guys on the group chat to stay hydrated because of the heat. I think I didn't mean that literally, but it happened literally.
The script
So,
out naturally.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry that you got...
Sorry. I like the refreshment. It's kind of hot today.
Yeah.
So
Helps keep you cool.
that's it. Man.
Sometimes you need that shock of cold water hitting your face.
Yeah. I thought I might have to change contacts a couple times. But no, it was
I didn't even know you had contacts.
Yep.
I felt so bad. I don't even know the guy. And just water in the face. And I'm like,
He's asking. He's like, yeah. He said, "You okay? Sorry, man." So, no, man. Just do it.
Well, we were both asking if you were okay because you were lying on the floor. We gave you the black eye with all the makeup, and you're just like on the floor. We're making you look powerless and all that. He's just pummeling. It's like I can't go into you. It's like, are you okay, man? Seriously, I want to make sure you're okay. We're doing all this. It's all fake, but are you okay? Don't tell me that you got hurt, please.
The show must go on, man. That's all we worried about, and just like Jose was saying, very, very professional crew here. You two, you three, I've worked with already. No less than 3 weeks ago, I think we were on another set, and Jose actually helped me with an explosion. Not the kind of explosions he was talking about. No fire on the set. He's digital, but I had to kind of thrust myself into a kind of flying position, and still the same thing here. Super professional and making it fun too.
And I gotta give it to you. You're a trooper. You don't have, at least from my understanding, you don't have any formal stunt training.
Nope.
But the little bit of stuff that we're doing, man, your ability to read body language and roll with it and do it safely. I felt really comfortable working with you. Sometimes when stunt guys work with actors, it gets a little nerve-wracking because we don't know how they're gonna react, and it's our job to make sure we don't hurt them.
Right.
If we hit the actor, we were in trouble.
Yeah.
And so you did a really good job feeling things out, and so we're really impressed working with you.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, for a stunt performer being an actor on the set, being less of the stuntman, you're still doing some physical work, but we wouldn't really consider much of what you're doing to be stunts because it's more just fake punching. It's not it's not like falling down the stairs like this staircase right next to us, but it's like
We should have pushed you down the stairs.
I'm glad that didn't come up right.
let's go back. Let's do it.
He said it. He said right. He said no. He said right.
I got the path in the truck.
Hey, just throw a mannequin down there. Put some dreads on him. Yeah.
No AI.
No way.
No way.
No
It's
way.
got to be the real thing.
None of this was done with AI. I'm not even sure if we're putting music in this. Well, it's like I'd like to talk with you a little bit because you came in towards the end of production. We were wrapping up the action sequence. Did some stuff in the office, and you said this is your first time acting.
First time.
Oh wow.
You did pretty good for
I
first
appreciate
time.
it. Thank you.
Everyone gets nervous. I get nervous every morning. I usually sleep till noon. I was up at 4.
Oh wow.
But it's like the nerves that you get, it never goes away until once you look at the footage.
Yeah.
Because you don't know if you screwed up and you have to call everyone back to set. And when I was in high school, I've done that a lot. They kept getting irritated. It's like, come on, we got capstone project, we got this, it's like, I know. I know, and I want this to be done. It's just like you did a really good job for first time acting. So
You're in the game now, baby.
no, and you had this
say he killed it.
literally.
It killed me.
It killed me.
I don't think it did because I think you have potential. You know,
I appreciate that.
like
Thank you.
you're in a good group. You got some good people around you, and you got some. We're in the indie community, so like they kind of don't look at us as professionals, but I think we're all professionals around here. So you're working with some professional people, and the best way to learn is not from a textbook. It's to learn on the field. A class is not going to teach you everything. Like you can get a lot of your acting from movies, you can get it from whatever you've been through in life, but the best way to do it is to be around other people who do it.
Yeah.
So once again, kudos to you for
Thanks.
pulling through.
I look forward to working with you guys again.
We'll definitely find a role for you.
Yeah.
Maybe
Definitely.
kind of squirrely.
I would love that. We.
And it's like the other thing is just like we were working through. I feel like I was stressed about time, and it's like it's
Excuse me.
all right. I'm in military time because of my day job, but it's like it's 6:30 now, and but I wanted to be done at 6, and we're just doing the post stuff, the stuff that will get you guys to know about this film. And I don't like talking too much because I want to hear your voices, but you know, it's hard to not to. Especially like since you put all this time and stress into getting this to happen, and even up till like the last second, like you don't know if people are going to show up. When you don't work with people, you don't know what they're going to do. And but I'm going to be honest, like I've been lucky every single time because like I met you off of Facebook, right?
Mhm.
Like you signed up on my website, and it was through a Facebook post. I believe that's how. And then you said like, "Hey, I got these people that can do it." And then you brought Jamar, you brought Mike, and I believe that was it for that film.
Yeah, she can, yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mike and Jamar.
Oh, sorry.
You said earlier.
It does not matter.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Gotta hear it twice.
Well, it's because
Every time.
like you're with him.
I am.
So
But we are an entity to ourselves.
yeah, it's just I'm sorry. It's just mentally it's hard to
I know.
you know.
Where he is, I am, and where I am, he is. I am.
But it's like he always brings great people. Like him working with you on set, the experience. Like, didn't you say you have 20 years experience?
Over 10.
Over 10?
Yeah.
Who said 20?
I'm about 20 plus years in there. Yeah, I started at about 14.
Mm.
Yeah, sorry.
But still, we're getting close to 20
Oh, no, I'm at 27 right now.
Yeah, 20
for acting.
Yeah.
So like it's like we're talking about people with decades of experience, and like some people here actually worked or know people who've been in the big stuff that all of you, me, everyone, we all, like even you probably dream of it. We all dream of it. Being at the Emmys, at the Oscars, you know, the big ceremonies, getting the big trophy that you have to pay for. Let's talk about the future. Let's see, like, do you guys have any projects that you guys are working on right now
Mm-hmm.
that you can talk about? Because I don't know if you guys have NDAs and all that.
Oh, we don't. I ain't signed nothing.
So,
Tim, myself, and Rel, we are actually all in a film called When the Devil Cries. And it's actually still in the process of being filmed. I play Angela, right? Is that my name? Lord, I play
You
Angela.
don't go with my name.
Look, I- look.
It's all the project.
And it's a pretty interesting movie. It's a psychological thriller. It involves so many people and so many backstories. It's definitely, excuse my language, it's a mind fuck. And when it finally gets put together, it's gonna be an amazingly visual and just psychological masterpiece.
Shout out to our guy Sean Smith on
Yeah,
that
big
one.
up Sean.
Big up, Sean.
Yeah, we got a comedy Sheik and I are working on right now. Can't disclose the name, but it will be. I'm working on that soon. I mean, you talked about it.
Yeah, we talked about it.
Yeah, so we're gonna be working on that. Probably the end of this year, going into next year as well too. So look out for that. It's gonna be Hilarious.
There's another
Hilarious.
one
Yeah.
after that. It involves raccoons. Just know it involves raccoons.
And I got another one. I might as well drop the announcement now. So 3 years ago, when I was in high school, I kind of mentioned when we were talking about like, production issues. Excuse me. It's called Agent Alpha. We did a little pilot episode called Agent Alpha Web of Conspiracy. We actually filmed it upstairs, part of it, and part of it downstairs with the office scenes. But it's been like we tried to crowdfund it, and I learned the hard way about crowdfunding. And it's really a fun story. The script is over 100 pages, so it's feature length. And I need one, I'm going to reach out to everyone who was involved with this because we're going to need people for that. So, two, it's just, I want to close that chapter of my life off. Well, we'll be going into 4 years of Thomas Blackmore Productions next year. And, I'm a different person than who I was 3 years ago. Will be 4 years ago, but I want to finish that project because I remember leaving that film and saying, like, there's still something that we need to do with this. And I'm against follow-ups. I'm against sequels. I'm against prequels. I'm against connecting stuff. I even like this film is so different from Threshold. It's intentional. It's a rule that I had in my creative process that no two films of mine that I make can be the same. But that film, the script is so different. It's much darker. It's much more brutal. But it's not as brutal as Threshold. It's more tragic. There's betrayal. There's love. There's tragedy. Like I would compare it to a Shakespearean tragedy, but with politics and intelligence. Like it. Like I know people will say, like, why are you trying to recreate the same thing? It's because it evolved. And it's like when something evolves like that, and like I've been mentioning to you a couple times, I want you to play a character in it, and I'm not going to disclose because it will be spoilers. Well, if you watch the original, you'll figure it out quickly, or maybe not. You don't. I could have changed it. I could not have changed it. I'll leave that up to speculation. But you're going to play the boss, the man who runs everything. And I was joking around, like we'll have to age you up a little bit. Make up maybe temporary hair dye because I don't know if you want them permanently.
We got a few grades. You know what I'm saying?
But it's gonna be, and I think this will be the first time the character has long hair. So, but I think that you playing Director Wolf would be really interesting, and his story will be really fun to play around with, especially with all the crazy shit we added to it. And it's like, I can't disclose much because it will spoil everything, but he is a crazy person when it comes to his background, the stuff he's seen, the amount of strings he's able to pull for people who are on the right side of justice, or even maybe even the wrong side of justice. So,
Can't wait.
Good. Sounds good.
and I'll give everyone a chance to be involved in that production if your lives allow for it, because once again, we all have families, we all have jobs. But I don't know like what you guys do for work outside of film. But like I have a full time job at Electric Boat, and they're a great job. And I wouldn't be doing this without that job, especially with the stuff I've been through this year. And I can't really disclose much, but
Gotta feed the machine, man.
gotta feed the machine.
That's it.
I think quality control for electric boat.
Oh yeah.
Hey, talking about Future, another one that Tim and I are in. We actually just wrapped up for it a few weeks back. It's actually a really really good drama. It's got drama and also action and espionage in it as well. It's called Bacchus. It is produced and directed and written by a African of Nigerian fellow. He's actually fairly well known and documented in African cinema. What's the brother's name?
Bonga. Shout out to Bonga.
Bonga, yes sir, yes sir. Blessings, brother. We definitely had a good time on that set, and also Jose is on that set as well too. That's going to be fun. I am still working on a series that's still, like I said, still in production. It's called The Way We Live. It was titled something else initially, but they switched it up and it'll be called The Way We Live. It's actually really really good. I cannot wait to start watching it because my character in that piece is a little bit different from what, or at least at that time, up until that time. With this role that what I play today, it kind of brings back a little bit of that kind of role. I don't want to give out any spoilers for those of you guys out there who have not been able to see it yet.
Shout to Raw Heat.
Raw
How We
Heat,
Live.
that's
what it's
right.
called. How We Live.
How We Live. Thank you. See, you want it. You want it. Now, are you in that one too, Tim? See, that's because you're in a different episode though, right?
Mhm.
That's what it is. You're in episode 2, right? And I'm in episode 1. So definitely, that How We Live is going. It's going to be crazy. And like you said, shout out to Raw. And the couple of things that I want to be able to get into more. I've always been, an avid drama lover, but I am looking to get into more of the music production side of it. That's what I want to do. I've been a producer. I've been a producer about as long as I've been an actor and a writer. I started acting and writing with the great Francis Sharp back in 2000, back in high school with the drama club. And so doing live stuff, shows, as well as film. I want to do that music stuff because like I love music so much, and then like I know so much about cinema. I think it'd be a really really good kind of segue into that, and also working with Jose and others too for getting more live action. Like so, like setting up choreography. Like I've been watching Bruce Lee and stuff like that. Like since I was able to crawl. So like just mimicking those different moves, whether it be Bruce Lee, whether it be Jackie Chan, whether it be Wesley Snipes, Michael Jai White, Jean-Claude Van Damme, the list goes on and on and on, right? Even if I'm not actually acting that out live, I would love to, but I would also like to get on the back end of it and be able to do some choreography too. So just little, all facets of the industry we trying to lock down. So
Wearing all them hats.
hey, gotta get it.
Yeah, you do.
Does anyone have any like inspirations like for directors, actors, like anyone who's influenced your life? And I'll go last because I want to hear from everyone. We want to start since Jose started
Yeah, I'll start this side.
for a first set.
I've never been like a serious person, so the person I look to, who I always want to be like, is Eddie Murphy. I have a contagious laugh like he does. I can't laugh like him, but I've always wanted to be like a Murphy.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it just stuck with me. Like that's why things I say, just say it. That's where I learned it from. He just said, just say that shit. And just how I became who I am. I love it. So I like to get more into that and try to bring out my inner Eddie.
Yeah, that magnetism, man, because he always had it and still does too.
Yeah, like I know like he kind of did a little hiatus for a little bit, but like, when he came back, it was the same Eddie Murphy we all knew and loved.
Yeah,
and like he's still like he's doing Shrek again.
Yeah.
It's like
it's gonna be like the Donkey movie. The next Shrek. It's just gonna be Donkey. Yeah.
Well,
I'm excited.
Shrek 5 is a little controversial because they redid how he looks. They made it a little bit more modern, and people don't like how Donkey looks anymore. They don't like how any of them look.
No.
They're thinking that they can bully DreamWorks into what they did with Sonic.
Yeah.
But every time it gets delayed, it doesn't actually change how he looks.
Right.
Like I said, I chose Eddie. He's the only dude I know who could be in a movie by himself, play 10 different people.
Yeah.
That's amazing to me.
Yeah, was it Nutty Professor?
Coming to America. Let me know if you guys know this. And Coming to America, you know the white dude, the Jewish dude.
Yeah,
that was it.
That's it.
Yeah,
But they call it something you have done me.
Don't taste the soup. Taste the soup.
That's one of his former the patents, and he just kept doing it. And other actors have took on to that whole thing. Martin Lawrence, the list goes on taking on multiple people into a show or a movie. But he's definitely set the The bar high for when it comes to that.
And her like Nutty Professor is the one I will never forget because it was that whole family was hilarious. And like the only person he didn't play was the kid. So like he played the old grandmother, he played the grandfather, he played the younger people, he played
uncle.
and like they got these massive portions of food. Like I'm on GLP-1, and even without it, I can't eat the amount of food they're eating. It's like, oh my god.
Norbit, you saw Norbit before? Hilarious.
No.
You gotta watch
You
Norbit.
gotta watch Norbit.
That one's hilarious.
You gotta see Norbit. If you haven't seen Norbit, watch Norbit. That's hilarious. That's what he did. Rasputia.
Yeah, that's.
I am wearing a box.
That was perfect too.
Oh my god. So that was great, by the way, too. I think probably the number one thing that I could say to any aspiring artist, and not just for film or acting, but just any of the arts, is understanding that sacrifice is a prerequisite. You will have to sacrifice some of your time, some of your family's time, some money, really every part of your life that you are going to love. Be ready to part ways with it temporarily, at least for a while, to be able to make something great. Not just because of the time aspect or the money or the travel, but because of the dedication. You literally have to find a way or find ways to step outside of yourself and not just in front of the camera, right? You have to reinvent, right? Every single day, every single frame almost is like reinventing a different character or a different emotion. And, sacrificing that is really a sure shot way to get you closer to where you want to be. And don't worry, because the sacrifice, it's always there. Like me being a trainer, I always tell my guys, like, the work doesn't get easier. We just get better. Right. And after a while, we're not bitching and moaning about the thing or things that we were bitching and moaning about 2 weeks ago, 3 months ago, 4 years ago. Like it'll take time. And just because you don't feel better 10 seconds from now doesn't mean you need to quit. Just go harder, right? Immerse more of yourself and pray on it and just let the chips fall where they may.
And who would you say your inspiration is?
My inspiration, wow, so many, but somebody that I kind of idolized when I was a youngster because he was like a real, I guess you would call him, uh, oh my goodness, I don't know what you like a Renaissance man, really, and it was Paul Robeson. Paul Robeson was a professional football player. He was a professional basketball player. He was on Broadway. I believe he was one of the first guys to get a SAG award, or first African American man to get a SAG. It was something. Whatever it was, he was like the first black dude playing Othello. He did so many different things. He was a writer, like a novelist, and I used to read his autobiography. I think it was either autobiography or biography. Paul Robeson Speaks. He was also a public speaker, and almost every single one of those things that he did, I did not necessarily at a professional level, but I did do at an organized and high level for whatever age range I was at the time. And so a lot of people don't know about his story, don't know about his sacrifices, and also about his message to like the future African Americans. But Paul Robeson is definitely somebody that I looked up to in my younger days as a nerdy boy, just reading, different books and things like that, and somebody that I will continue to learn about. And I think you might want to do that as well too, Paul Robeson.
So I guess, and in all honesty, speaking on someone that I've always looked up to, there was never really one individual actor or actress. I'm an 80s baby and I was raised on television. And my main thing was I wanted to do what I saw everybody else doing on TV. I wanted to grow up and pretend to be not me. And I thought that was the dopest thing ever. To act and whatnot, you literally take yourself out of yourself and become a completely different person, character, villain, hero, what have you. And I always thought that was like the dopest thing ever. If I could actually pick an actress, because it would be an actress, it would be Josephine Baker.
Mhm.
And little black girl grows up to be an amazing, amazing actress. Multifaceted dancer, singer. She did all the things. She wore all the hats and made people laugh. And that's one of my side things too. I like to make people laugh. I like to entertain people. And if I can do that through the art of TV magic, that's what I've always wanted to do. Um, I would say advice would be never stop fighting. No matter who says what they say, knock you down, get back up. Always get back up and keep trying. Family, sadly, will probably be the first people to come back and tell you that you are not doing well at what you do. And you know what? That's okay. Just let the water fall off the duck's back and keep pushing. Because at the end of the day, you're doing this for yourself, for your love, for you to be great. And that's all I got. Just keep pushing.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Josephine Baker too broke a lot of barriers too. Talking about front runner for a lot of things, especially for black girls.
Mm-hmm.
Big time. Yeah.
So much things. She was an amazing, amazing person. And she was going strong up until her last days.
Yeah.
Because she had that revival back in I think the 80s.
Yeah.
And she was gonna do some stuff. And I was excited for her, even though I wasn't born yet.
Yeah.
As far as me, I got a few people that I look at. If I can go back and talk about like Jack Nicholson, Robert De Niro, Pacino, some of the goats. I was to watch a lot of their films. They have a lot of different range. When I go into my characters, I try to go with range, whether it's comedic or drama, whatever it is. Try to really engulf myself into that. Especially when it comes to like method acting, stage or film. I try to really engulf myself into that part. Then recently you got Leonardo DiCaprio, Samuel L. Jackson, Denzel the man, Leonardo the man. You know what I'm saying? Like Samuel, they all have range. That's what I kind of look at of being able to take yourself and put it into different roles. Like each role is separate and different. Jamie Foxx.
Yeah.
And he play iconic roles as well too. Will Smith. Saying, and then one that kind of stand out to me too because he done both in front of the camera and behind the scenes. It's Ice Cube. Like, talk about Ice Cube's range when it comes to family films, to from being a rapper to going into intense films and action films and then comedic roles in films, and now he's doing sports. So it's like I kind of think myself as that. Like he's a man of all different kind of elements. When it comes to advice, so Ink and Lens Society, I want to say we started like a year or so ago. Mm-hmm. So one of the reasons I started Ink and Lens Society is because I've been on part of many productions. So I've seen the good and so I've seen the bad. I've seen what can work. I've seen the potential in certain things. So a lot of my advice is when you do take on these roles, make sure that you take it seriously. Whether it's paid or it's not paid, you should still come with it at the same intensity, with the same, with the same everything, the same effort and passion. Because a lot of people get into it and then they want to just jump right into it. Like, hey, I got this extra role. Hey, nah, I want a lot of role. I want a lot of speaking lines. But you don't got no resume. You have nothing. Right? So like me, I go for everything. I've been on an extra. I've been behind the scenes. I've been the main character because it's not about attention being on me. It's about the art form. And how can I best learn if I always want to be the person in front of the camera? I can't. So me personally, I want to learn everything that encompasses everything. So that I could be the best actor, the producer, the best director at knowing everything that goes on with it. So I would say people though, be coachable. That's the first thing. Be coachable. Don't worry about if you're getting paid or not paid. Show up and be on time when you show up. Don't waste time when you're on set. Really learn your roles, learn your characters, and know your lines before you even get onto set. Coming on the set is just to execute what you already know. You know what I'm saying? So when you look at lines, you read those lines, become that character. You're not yourself. So a lot of times it's like, oh, I wouldn't say. No, it's not about you. What would that character say? How would that character say and deliver those lines? So that's what I would say. So really engulf yourself into that, show up, show out, and definitely always be coachable.
I think for the biggest influence for me has been Bruce Lee for a variety of reasons. Bruce Lee has created a martial art or a concept called Jeet Kune Do. I've had the opportunity to train it, and one of the biggest things it teaches you is to basically steal from all, right, and adapt. Also to empty your cup. Just because you have a certain amount of knowledge, it doesn't mean you can't ever be, in terms of martial arts, you have a black belt and a white belt. Even if you have a black belt, you're always a white belt. Always leave space to learn from anyone. And I think having that mindset has helped with all aspects of life. In terms of advice, I think to just be the hardest worker in the room. Not everyone has to understand it, but I've always had the mindset whether I'm training martial arts or working, you're not going to outwork me. It's just not going to happen. So if I walk on the set, I'm trying to see what the director needs. Oh, he needs a room. I'm already there before he even has to ask for it because it's going to make it smoother. People are going to remember that and come in with a positive attitude. Like, it doesn't matter what kind of day I had. I don't have to like someone on set, but I have to be professional and respectful, and always have a kind of an open mind to be helpful, to be helpful and to receive feedback. Today was a good example for me because I'm as a stunt guy, I just hit the floor. You hit me with stuff, and I'm happy as can be. But now he has me running lines. I was like, that's a little scary. That for me, I'm a white belt at that. So when you guys are giving me directions, I'm like, please tell me, give me all the experience. And so I find that really I love being that white belt because it's I always want to be in a space where I can learn. And so thank you for the opportunity to get to do that. But yeah, and then kind of going back to what you said, sometimes you get so caught up with the end goal and we forget that we have to enjoy the journey. Okay, it doesn't matter how hard it is, like because a lot of times people get to their goal and they didn't take the time to like appreciate when they were in the trenches. So it kind of takes away from the fruits of your labor once you've reached that. So no matter how hard it is, take the time to appreciate and look around the people that you're with, the people who got you there, and the skills you acquired along the way.
Yeah, and I like to say that everyone had a really great source of inspiration, especially like people who were underdogs, who like, at the time society didn't really give them an advantage. So the fact that like all these barriers are broken, like it pushes for the next generation, and like and it's like because of them, things will not be the same, and it's for the better. It's for the better because they're giving you guys a chance that they did not have. And it is very important that those barriers were broken. So, and also like the fact that, like, a lot of us right now are financially struggling, like, that is the biggest issue in these days. And that barrier is going to be very hard to break, which is how do people like us get the ability, like, yeah, the cameras are going down in price, but now RAM crisis, the AI stuff's coming out. Like you and I were talking about how, like you said, COVID happened and strike happened. Like it's just one blow after another, and like one of those blows was not even in our control with the pandemic. And luckily, like I wasn't involved with anything before the pandemic, but I was still figuring out who I wanted to be. But like, to my biggest advice would be, don't just give up. Like if you know this is the person you want to become, life is gonna try to make you not that person. And a lot of people lose their way. A lot of people will grow old and then have the money to do it, but not the time. A lot of people will go into a boring job, spend all their time up till the point they have the money, then be able to open the business they want to do or do the things they want to do. And then it's like, oh shit, I only have like 20 years to enjoy all this. And it's like, I'm young, but I can't see myself doing that. Even with a full-time job, I can't see myself just putting the film stuff away and saying, oh, wait till I'm in my 40s because my job I can retire early probably. It's like, oh, wait till my 40s. What will happen in the 40s? What will happen in my 40s? AI will probably be doing all this shit. Unfortunately.
What'll happen in your 30s?
Even then.
Yeah.
Even then. Like, we're not going to be the same person. So if you want to get into this, do it now. Like, yeah, people are going to tell you, yeah, go get that job at the shipyard, which I'm doing. but never give up on the goal. Remember the goal. Use everything that you give yourself other than your goal to fuel your goal. If you want that family, find a way to create a system where it provides for it. Find a way where all those losses that you're going to get, you'll eventually earn way more than those losses ever were. The thousands of dollars you spend on equipment and all that don't matter anymore because you got to where you needed to. And don't rush it. And I keep struggling with the fact that I want to open a studio next year. I want to open a studio this year. It's like I'm in someone else's building using it as a studio. And look what we're able to do with a small warehouse. Look at the stuff. Like I showed you some of the stills off of the camera. It's like it's not even fully color graded. It's like I already know this is going to be the film festival stuff. Like this is better than Threshold. This is better than. Only thing I'd say that's close to is my pilot episode because that was pretty hard. If you guys haven't watched that, I recommend watching that because this is like probably on par with that, even better. This is probably gonna be my best film, and it can't be done without you guys. So, look, I would like to wrap up with saying who I'm inspired by. It's George Lucas because he was an underdog in a different way. That being, well, he wanted to be a race car driver. When he was in high school, he loved the cars, but he got into an accident that nearly killed him, and he had a change of heart. So he went to, I forgot the university, somewhere in California. He met Spielberg. He met some other filmmakers. I forgot who made Godfather. The name's not coming up to me. The guy that directed Godfather.
Puzo. Mario Puzo.
There was like a
That's the
Robert.
writer. I forget the name.
It doesn't matter. No, it wasn't Scorsese. It was like a Robert something. But it's like he started a company. It didn't really go that well. I think it was called American Zoetrope or something. And then he did THX when he was in college as a short film. Kind of like Agent Alpha. He did like his short film. It wasn't really the greatest. But like then he did his first major film was a 50s, like it was about like the time he grew up in. 50s with all the race cars. Harrison Ford was a star in that film. And he actually didn't want Harrison Ford in Star Wars. He just had Harrison Ford reading at the auditions. And then they couldn't find a Han Solo. I was like, yeah, fine, Harrison can be Han Solo. And it was just because he didn't like recycling people. But they realized that Harrison Ford was too good of an actor to not let him play. Harrison Ford almost became Michael Keaton's role in Batman too.
I heard about that.
I remember him saying like, "Oh shit, I could have had a career at the Captain America thing." But I just love how but like George Lucas, like his other things, like yeah, his first major feature film was successful. It gave him the reputation to make Star Wars. But the media was against Star Wars. The company funding the film was against Star Wars. Fox. The CEO of Fox had to do a bunch of string pulling just to make sure the film would be made. Because every step of the way they wanted to pull the plug because it was over budget, it was over deadline. The press was against it. Everyone was against it. Like he never even attended the premiere. He went to Hawaii with Steven Spielberg to write Indiana Jones.
Yeah. Which also Harrison Ford starring in too. So
it's like
go figure.
He was so convinced the film was going to fail, he went to write Indiana Jones when the film debuted. And the biggest thing that made him the person that he was, the reason he's my inspiration, is he took control. First thing he did was he made a deal that at the time merchandising was not a thing. He said, "Don't pay me, but give me sequel rights and merchandise. Give me the rights to that, but don't pay me." The film made billions of dollars, and then he made billions of dollars off the merch. Used it to fund the next film. Came back and said, "Now I want 80%." And like by the time he did the Phantom Menace, he didn't even need to go through Fox, but he still did. And now Disney owns it, and look at what they're doing to it.
Yeah, we won't talk about that.
Yeah, there's a reason Spaceballs 2's coming, so
I'm excited.
that's going to be one we need to see in theaters. That's a theater one. I still haven't seen the original in full. I know how it works.
Oh wow, really?
You haven't seen the original?
I committed a ton of sins as a filmmaker.
Holy man. Still got that axe?
Before 2 come out, you guys see that.
Hey, give it to me. I'll take care of it.
Another actor I love, John Candy. But
Oh, yeah. Uncle Buck. Uncle Buck. If you haven't
Uncle
seen
Buck, yeah.
I love how the like it's a sadder movie, but at the end, like the guy who did the stuff to his niece, he's like he grabs the golf club and he's like just aiming golf balls at his head and everything. He's letting the guy run off in the park. And he's just smoking a cigar and he's like,
whack.
There's like,
John Candy.
Hilarious, the great outdoors. He's
oh
cool
my,
runnings.
he was gone too soon.
Yeah.
It's sad that him, Robin Williams,
Oh, very underrated.
a ton of them.
Chris Farley.
Yes.
I was watching Chris Farley the other day.
Oh my god.
What was
I live in a van down by the river. That's a fun one. If they ever ask you about solar panels, do the Chris Farley voice. Say, I'm 35 years old, I am divorced, and I live in a van down by the river. But thank you guys for taking the time. This is a wrap. Watch Answers. It's going to be going on the internet September 12th. It will be going on my website a couple weeks earlier. So sign up for my website. And we're also in the works for the first ever premiere of a film. We might play all the films back to back. Give an opening act. But the big one will be Answers. Because there's a lot of questions that I hope that we left you guys about this film and about us. And we found a venue where I'm going to go try to talk to them tomorrow. And I'll keep in touch with you. I'll keep in touch with everyone. Try to make that happen. And to everyone on the internet, there will be a video towards the end of the month once we have it locked in. I don't know if it will be September. It might be later due to their rules. But thank you all. Once again, one more round of applause for everyone.
Thank you guys.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
And one more, just to have a backup. I'll pull a still from it.